I see what brings me here. It's a mother to all my wanderings. The valley's green will age with me. Its dirt will shine and linger. And girls will come in fair.
Welcome to Deadlands, folks. We have reached our finale, and we're going to get right into things. As a result, I'm Marshall Jim. Some folks call me Doc. And I am here for one more session of this campaign that has been a great pleasure to me to run. And I cannot wait to see what happens. So we're going to go ahead and go around and say hi to everybody in no special order because I never do anything in order. I think this time I'm going to go right to left across the screen, and I am going to start with beloved Western fixture, Steve. Hello.
Once upon a time, there was a lawman named Elijah Hunt DuPont, and he has been scouring the West for a long time and bringing joy and happiness and law to the West, to the Great West. So, yes. So I'm ready for the last time. I love this. Everybody, buckle up because I think it should be a wild one. Thank you.
Awesome. And let's head upward to Lauren. Hello.
Hi. How do I follow beloved Western fixture?
Mistress of Crows.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah, this is a blast. I'm Lauren. I'm that salty ginger, and I'm playing Valentine DuPont. The better sibling. Everything's fine. I got a sword. That's bullshit. I'm ready. The end. I nailed it. Nailed it.
Awesome. And now let us head up to our own beloved nun, Dot. Hello.
The beloved nun that's going to burn the building down. I am Dot, and I'm back with Sister Ruth Ramus, our on-hand nun. She's really done with all of this, I want to be honest. She came in, she just wanted to pray. And instead, she's just going to have to send everybody back to where they came from.
I came here to pray, and I feel so attacked right now.
Right, like, what? Come all this way, and all I got was a fucking tower full of books.
What happened? What indeed happened? But let's head west across the screen to our wonderful guest, Katie. Hello.
Hi, I'm Katie. I can't believe I got dragged into all of this. This is what I get for bullying Jim. This is karma. I'm Katie. I play Celeste Windspear, who is a huckster. Last time I got to feel powerful for once and did some serious damage. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this finale. Hopefully it goes better than I feel like it's going to go.
Well, we shall see. Let's head down to the southwest part of the screen. Say hello to our good doctor, Pope. Hello.
Hi, everybody. It's Pope. Playing Dr. Erasmus Hazard, who so far throughout this campaign has been good at precisely two things: worrying and miraculously not dying. So hopefully, well, I am certain that the first is taken care of. Let's just hope the second holds out.
Fair enough, my friend. And finally, we head up to our illustrious host, Greg. Hello.
Hey, buddy, I can't wait for this. By the way, I want a loop of Dot saying, as a nun, all I got were all these fucking books. I want that like on a loop.
All I got was this tower full of fucking books.
Yeah.
I came all the way to Desperation. All I got was a tower full of fucking books.
That's what I want. I just want that. And I just want to play that. I'll put it on YouTube as the bumper for this entire series. Just love it. This is, when the copay for my psychiatrist sessions became untenable. Thank God for this show, because not only is it a great story with fantastic people, we have a crazy great GM that knows this system so well that I'm starting to understand it. That speaks to several things: patience, expertise, and just badassery. I can't wait to get into it. I'm going to shut up. Back to you, Jim. Thank you, my buddy. Let's do this.
Awesome.
Oh, I will say one thing. Thank you to everybody, all Legion in there. We have Katrina has already donated for white chips for all, plus an additional white chip. And Sphinx has also donated for white chips for all. And Katrina has also donated for a legend chip for Pope. So spread out them chips and throw them in the air like we're in Vegas. We're going out shooting. I love it. Awesome. Thank you very much, everybody.
Awesome. I shall go ahead and assign those now, just so that we have them here. Chips everywhere.
Chips for all.
Chips
you
for
have a
everyone.
chip and you have a chip.
You get a chip and you get a chip. Ah, excellent. Well, speaking of fate chips, we're in a very particular moment in the history of this posse. A very particular time when fate could swing in either direction. Thing is, they are now facing down a servitor of the Reckoners, direct servitor, the assassin for all of them. So, unsurprisingly, he actually has something of a hate-hate relationship with fate. Fate cannot intervene when facing what is almost certain death. So I will let you know, I'm going to let you in on a particular ability that Stone has. I'm going to put it in the chat here. This is Aura of Death. Stone is the red right hand of death. Death may not be fate, but he sure can get her knickers in a bunch. No one, not Stone or anyone else, may use fate chips for any purpose while within Stone's line of sight. Now, there is one potential little exception to this that might give our posse just a tiny bit of an edge, maybe. But it'll come at a cost. See, a number of them have legend chips. And thanks to the good graces of the Legion, they might, we have at least 3 posse members with legend chips. And that pledge level is still out there. But I will allow the use of legend chips during this encounter with Stone. But because fate will be sticking her neck out for this posse, it will come at a price. Anyone who uses a legend chip while within Stone's line of sight will find it replaced with what I call a calamity chip. Now, that is the debt that you will owe fate.
It's like Crossroads Devil style bargain right now, Jim?
Of a sort, yes. The way the calamity chip works in brief is, well, you have it with you, and if you spend it at any point, then that guarantees whatever roll you're spending it on will be snake eyes. It'll be an absolute failure. And until you spend it, you will to an extent be in fate's crosshairs. Any enemy that has a choice or is trying to figure out who to go after will probably go after whoever has one of these calamity chips. Anything bad's going to happen, and it's not sure who it's going to happen to, might go after whoever has one of these chips until you spend it. It's kind of like basically being Erasmus times 2.
No!
So that will be the price
Seduce him. Got it.
if you wish to bend fate while in stone sights. Now,
Jim, can I ask a question
As
just
a-
real super quick?
Mhm.
Did you come up with the calamity chips?
I did.
Okay. Savage
some time
Worlds.
ago.
Everybody pay attention. Up here, this guy knows everything about this. That's one of the coolest things. I thought that's awesome. We're going to clip this and send it to them.
Thank you
They
so
need you on the
much. I
payroll,
appreciate
man.
it. I
Also,
will
it means
say-
we can say fuck you, Jim, and not fuck Savage Worlds. It's a big
That's
fuck
right.
you.
That's right.
This one's all me. I will say, but then again, if I were playing strictly by the rules, not even legend chips would be spendable right now.
Tim, I think Greg is such a fan of the calamity chips. You could just give him one.
I mean, it's possible. Who knows? Who knows? In some strange future iteration, if it were to ever exist, it might even be a pledge level. But let's not worry about that right now. The thing about the idea in the first place, there was an optional rule someone came up with long ago that I will at least credit on the forums for the original classic Deadlands. I think it might have actually been a Yahoo group. This idea of the black chips that they put up on, they eventually put a link to it on the original site. That link is no more. I have no idea where it is. I have no idea how to get it, but it stuck in my head back in the 90s. And this is what I'm doing with it. So that's where we're going.
Got it. Don't use chip.
Up to you. Entirely up to you.
Seduce him. Got it.
Well, let's see what happens. So, to reset the scene here, you are going to be it's like 2 in the morning, 2 or 3 in the morning, in front of the old Whately house. Out front, one point or another, either just right at the edge of the junkyard or out in the front yard, we have Dr. Hazard, we have Celeste, we have Willie, we have Marshal Elijah, and coming out of the house, we also, Celeste is also coming out of the house. I'm just remembering that as well. Right after Val, who's come out with a sword on her back that she had just found under the floorboards, along with a Bible, which I presume you picked up both of those.
Mhm.
And facing this gentleman whom at least 3 of you have seen before. And I think right now Sister Ruth is back in the tower of the house, getting up to some shenanigans. And Elijah recognized this as Captain Stone from one of the Alabama regiments during Gettysburg. And of course, the outlaw Willie Kenner and Valentine DuPont remember Stone from a little incident where they were with a gang who Stone shot up completely before they went over the nearby falls in a coffin. For some reason, he let them go. We'll see if that comes up. Don't know. But to do the final resetting of this scene, you all have him stand before you, the Deathly Drifter, and he looks up and he says, "I'll be taking that pig sticker and I'll be on my way." What do you do?
Celeste nudges Val in the back. and leans forward to whisper, "What does that thing do?"
I have no fucking clue. It was in a hole in the ground.
Can I look at it? Like, does it have symbols and stuff on it that I could look at it with occult? Jim?
If
It does indeed.
Yeah, if you have if Val is wearing it in such a way that that would be visible, then absolutely.
Yeah, I think she's just got it like slung over her shoulder.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
I'm gonna just like take a quick
So,
gander at it.
if you want to look down at the sword handout in the thing, that'll give you an actual visual on it.
I want to go ahead and spend my red chip and get rid of it and add a d6 to it.
So here's the thing.
We're in
we're in eyesight of him.
You're
Fuck
in Stone's line of
off.
sight
God
right now.
damn it. I forgot already, and this is gonna kill me this whole game.
It's
You can
still
roll
a
a 12 if
5.
you want.
It's still a 5, I know, but I wanted to get more and just go ahead.
Smells like a calamity, Chip.
I don't have a legendary, so I'm not even tempted.
Tell him
I'll
to
give
close
you-
his eyes.
I'll give you
Hey,
this.
just close your eyes for a second, buddy.
I'll give you this. You recognize that the type of runes these are. They're some form of ancient Celtic runes that are on the sword. They spell something, but you get a good look at them.
Do I feel any magical feelings from the sword? any magical? I don't know. Do
Tiny
I feel
bit.
anything?
Tiny bit. You feel its significance.
Give it to-
It's more historical significance you think you're feeling from it as you get these feelings about things. It feels like more of a historical significance than a magical one. There may be some light magic about it. You don't feel anything special, nothing major emanating off of it. There is something, you feel as though this is a piece to a very big freaking puzzle. But not the only piece, certainly.
Okay, I think she takes a little step closer to him and just says, "We'll give it," or to Val, and says, "We'll just give it to him then. We can get out of here."
It was in my house.
Wait, what do you mean your house?
Well, it was with some stuff that belongs to me, so.
Your house, eh?
Are you eavesdropping? We are having a private conversation just several feet away from you, sir.
I got mighty good hearing.
You got mighty big ears.
Do you mind saying what this sword is? What these runes mean, perhaps?
Make a persuasion roll, please.
Okay.
Captain Stone, you ain't looking too good.
So he's about to reply when his head just turns very quickly toward the marshal.
How do? You
I
remember
know
me,
you
don't
from somewhere.
Well, sure you do. Hello, little big top. I remember you. You may not remember me, though. But you probably do, because I've killed a lot of people.
You're the one in that troop you had, a bunch of fellas just clinging on, holding you back.
Hold me back.
You all didn't seem to be going much of anywhere.
Yeah. We got what we deserved. That's true. However, I heard that you didn't make it. You got killed by your own boys, if I do recall. But here you are.
People hear a lot of things.
Yeah, I guess. Well, you're looking sickly.
I could feel a lot better in a minute.
Why, you want to get a drink or something?
I love him. Oh no.
And
Were you going to answer my lady friend's question?
he just sort of slowly looks back. I've seen you before somewhere too, ain't I?
Yeah.
He just sort of looks at you. Actually, I'm going to roll his notice real quick to see if he just remembers.
He better remember, because if he doesn't remember, I'm definitely attacking him.
So he got a 4. He looks up. Didn't I see you? And that other feller, he says, just sort of pointing without even looking at Willie. Riding on a coffin.
In a coffin.
That was the damnedest thing.
Thank you.
Huh. Reckon this could be your house, actually, if you're who I reckon you are. The paper knife there is kind of a treasured possession of a fella ticked me off a little while back. I would much prefer he not get hold of it.
What's his name?
Folks call him the Cackler.
You'd think people call you that, sir.
Oh, right now I'm amused. Don't always last.
I don't think any of us have said anything amusing.
What are you talking about? I'm hilarious.
That said, I'm in a good mood tonight, so I'm not inclined to mess with much of your business here. Just with that. He
Just
says
give-
again. He says, pointing to the sword.
Jim,
Just
can
give
I?
him the sword.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you can go ahead.
I was just
Just asking Val to give him the sword.
You know, I am actually going to have those with a cult hearing this go ahead and make a roll at the mention of the Cackler.
I
That's-
better make a roll.
That's what Willie was going to go over to the doc and like look at him and say, "Who the fuck is the cackler?"
No clue.
Okay. If you got a success, there is a rumor that started going around that there is somebody, some outlaw or other who's like very powerful, some kind of a cult leader that people call the Cackler. Not a lot is known about him right now, but he apparently knows a colossal amount of magic, and he's on the hunt for something or someone.
So as Willie comes over, and I can already see the question on his lips, I just quietly
Also has killed a lot of people. I should mention that too.
quietly just let him know. Rising star in the occult world. He's on a list of. He's on the list.
So she's kind of like keeps like kind of twirling the sword, then putting it back and resting. So this weren't the reason you were coming after our crew that time that we went over the falls.
Oh, it was not. No.
What was that about?
One of your crew was inclined to get in my way. I had to put a stop to that.
So you killed the whole group.
They got in the way of me getting to him.
I liked those folks.
Making friends is hard in this world. Now, what shall we say about that there sword?
Duck, who's worse?
I'll put it this way. That list is really long. Cackler is around 20 with a bullet. We're looking at number 1.
Cockler's way. I mean, the cackler's way worse.
What do we do,
I'll
Doc?
put this. We give him the damn sword. We ain't no army.
Celeste is saying that same sentiment, whispering it to Bow. Just give him the sword.
Of course, you say that there thing is yourn. You got a good reason why?
Yes. We could call it a gut feeling. You ever have a gut feeling about something?
Make a persuasion roll.
Oh, God. Okay. Whee! Oh, this will be bad. Oh!
That there is a 19.
That attractive edge came in handy.
Yeah, it did. Holy.
That's 3 raises.
We can take him.
He steps up a little more closely to you.
Yeah, that's how I like
He's
them.
looking up. I do. You know, it might just be interesting to see how this plays out with you holding on to it.
I am very protective of my territory.
I reckon you would be. I would like to see very much that feller get felled by one of his own kin. With his own damn sword. That'd be right poetic.
I do have a way with words.
See, I had a gut feeling about you and your friend. Maybe that was correct. All right. Let's see what happens then. I got other stuff I can do for a little while. I'm going to come back and see your progress. You got a lot of promise. There's mutterings. Your friend, too, he says, glancing over at Willie. There's lots of folks taking bets which way it will go, but, yeah. I think I'd like to see that ride out myself.
I usually come out on top.
I usually come.
Good attitude either way, he says. He tips his hat to you.
Willie.
Well,
He is the cockler.
y'all have a nice evening.
See you,
And
Captain.
he, as he's heading out, and he just sort of looks at you. Evening, Marshal. And as he's heading out, he points his finger and just directly kind of at the center of your badge and goes, "You be careful now."
At least it wasn't in the back, right? See ya.
He stops just before he gets to the fence. He turns his head and he's just looking dead at you. He leans forward. And he's going to use an ability on you. I need you to make a spirit roll, please.
Alrighty.
Elijah Hunt DuPont.
He's letting out some of his fear.
5.
Okay. You are having trouble at this point saying anything, but because he's hitting you with the full weight of what he is right now, you get this image of him standing in front of something not unlike the Grim Reaper for just a moment. And then he turns and he steps out through the fence. He just walks right through it.
I'm shaking a little bit. Damn.
And then he is gone.
There's some crazy mofos out this place, man.
I turn and look at the dock. Smiles.
That could have been worse.
Willie releases the breath he's been holding for like 8 minutes.
That son of a bitch killed his own damn man.
Elijah, far be it from me to tell other people their business. But when you see a rattler in full attack position, rattling its tail, don't decide to whip out your dick and try and piss on it.
Doc, listen, I've seen lots and lots of people die. And if it's my time, he's going to take me, he's going to take me.
It's not going to be just you. That's the thing. You're not
Well,
thinking. It's going to be you, and it's going to be everyone around you. That man doesn't do singles.
If he wants to kill us, he's going to kill us, Doc.
Your sister saved our lives. You should
Yeah, he asked
practically
for-
be on your knees kissing her feet.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'd
he
like
asked-
to see that.
He asked for the sword, and she didn't give it to him.
Yes, and she still has the sword. And she has his good graces, which buys us time.
It's his amusement, Doc. Ain't his good
Time
graces.
for what? Yeah,
He's watching like a spectator. But yeah, Doc's right, though, Elijah. Val and I seen that son of a bitch take, 12, 13, 14 rounds in the goddamn chest. He doesn't reload. He never misses.
I seen the son of a bitch kill his own men who were wounded on the ground, Willie.
Well, he's good at it. Whether they're standing up and running or lying and
They
dying.
weren't running. They couldn't run.
Well, listen, he's damned for it then. But by God, he got some type of fucking ability to never miss, never reload, take every shot that can be given to on God's green earth. Man, we got to be...
You're right. Listen, I apologize. God forbid that anything happened to any of you.
Val, I think you smell smoke. By now.
The fuck? Go back inside.
Sister Ruth,
Mhm.
quick question.
Top down.
So, are you just are you burning like
down.
each level, or are you just burning the top and then making your way down?
Oh no. I want to burn all the books.
Oh, okay, all right, excellent.
I want to burn the
excellent.
entire library.
Okay, so you're probably by this point. So yeah, yeah. So yeah, there's like a little bit of smoke, and sort of looking inside. Yeah, by this point, I think you're probably on level 2. You've already been set fire. Anyone who's far away enough from the building and can look up actually will see that there seems to be fire licking up from inside the tower.
Looks like she got her knickers in a twist.
Um,
Who said the sister wears Snickers?
and I think Val, as you're heading back inside, toward the back the house.
Are you taking the sword with you, Val? Because I wanted to look it over again since I'm not in line of sight of fucking fate chip stealer.
Fate blocker.
Yeah.
Faith blocker.
You can come with me. She ain't putting it down.
Okay, yeah, she'll come with you.
Yeah, she charges up to wherever the sister is.
Wait,
Yeah.
do we have the book yet?
Mm-hmm.
Well, no one said anything because the magpie has the book.
Elijah has the book.
What's a magpie? Why you keep calling me magpie, Doc? I'm about.
That collects shiny things.
Which seems very applicable.
It also sleeps in its own shit.
Also,
Very
within English parlance, it's considered a cursed animal. That if
Well,
you do not
I
do
didn't find
appropriate
the book.
things.
Also applicable.
I don't know where the book is.
It's in your hand.
I think that Val and Celeste will see we'll see Sister Ruth coming out of the tower. Perhaps she looks satisfied right now. What do they see?
I'm probably wiping lamp oil off my hands with like a rag or something.
Sister, I don't know if this was necessary.
The fuck are you doing?
Assuring that this information is not in the hands of anyone.
This house don't belong to you.
It hasn't stopped us before.
How bad is the fire so far?
Well, right now the top two the top two levels are ablaze. The third, all four levels have books on fire, but as the top levels are worse than the lower levels. It is going to spread to the rest of the house, probably, unless something miraculous happens.
Celeste, what are you doing right now?
And nothing unless you tell her to do something.
Can you put it out?
I don't have that kind of power. I don't have elemental power. Sister does with water, I think, but I don't. I'm more in shadows. I could lift something. I have telekinesis, but that's all.
Cool.
I don't have anything else.
That's pretty good.
Val's kind of staring down the sister.
Shall we leave?
Can you put it out?
Why?
Because I asked.
I feel like there's something I'm missing.
I think you just better put it out if she asks, sister. And quick, probably very quick.
I don't have enough to be able to put out all the floors.
If you hit if you get something that hits like the top floor, the top couple, that might be enough for you to put out the rest by mundane means.
Yeah, I can do a ball of explosive energy or matter, so I could do a big old blast of water from the top.
Yeah, that might do it.
All right. If she really wants it out. Though I don't. That's not what I wanted. I'm sorry. Though I don't. The sister doesn't understand. She goes, I put all this effort into making sure she grabs her robes and she's up the stairs. That nobody's going to leave here with any of this information.
Nice legs.
She goes, I try. She waddles up to the top. You hear a kind of like, I'm sure, a massive explosion of water. Sister never skips leg day. Every day's leg day in the sister's world. I'm walking for God.
If you would make a faith roll for me, let's see how the water goes.
There you go.
Oh yeah, that's enough. That'll be fine. Yes, you hear this, and then the fire appears to be out. You managed to create enough of a deluge that it actually got all four floors.
I imagine that I come down wet, soaking wet, like a wet dog.
Or like like that. Is it a Beyonce video where she's coming out and the
and
coming out behind? Yeah.
I'm so proud of you for knowing that, Jim. I'm so proud of you.
I recognize someone in a GIF.
me having to explain pop culture to Jim is just part of our relationship.
It's fair.
Sister goes, well, now I'm soaking wet. Are you happy?
Yes. I'm over the moon.
Would you like to explain what's going on now?
I just thought this might be a nice place to set up while we're in Desperation.
I look around, which is now partially burnt. You tell him, Cat.
We have a pet now. See, you couldn't let get burned.
I don't
Stray
like
cat has wandered into the
Yeah. I just. Why would we keep up here?
No one else is. And apparently people are scared of it. So.
Are there any more junk monsters about?
Could probably take them out pretty easily if there are.
I don't want to stay nowhere where we don't know what's outside.
We did, to be fair, there was a watchtower previously to keep an eye out for that, but
I mean, it's still there. Still standing.
I don't think it's exactly the most safe place anymore.
It's a tiny bit of an angle right now, but it should be fine.
Do I feel like they're trying to cover up for something? Like they're trying to lie about the actual facts of this house?
I genuinely know nothing. I'm just
Okay.
on Val's side. I genuinely know nothing.
I think now is the time for notice versus persuasion.
Oh no, well this is, nope. There's a
Yes, you're not no lies detected as far
Great.
as you can tell.
well,
Yeah,
fine.
she's not really lying anyway. Just not as forthcoming.
Lord, we ain't never had a problem setting a fire to nothing before. I straighten my robe a little bit.
I do know how much you love arson, sister. I promise we'll find something for you to burn.
Ain't nothing more cleansing than fire.
After you.
Like dust, like wet soot now all over myself. Oh, wiping my hands as I leave. I guess I leave the building to go see what the rest of the
Well,
folks is up to.
well, let's see what they've been up to. What's been happening outside?
So, do we have the book? Or,
Yeah, I got the damn book, Doc.
that's
I
kind of
guess. I don't
important.
know, some book the old dead guy had.
Yes.
But I don't appreciate you call me magpie because I don't know what it means.
I mean,
It's
some
a
of the pic-
corvid. It's a bird. It's a corvid. It likes shiny things. There's an entire series of superstitions around the bird that you have to salute it on the way going past, showing it a sign of respect. Otherwise, you're cursed. Because it might try and, steal something important.
Oh, you call me a thief now.
Jesus Christ. Elijah, are you picking fights with everyone tonight? Because
No,
I don't know if I need to get a number or wait in line or.
I got the damn book. Here you go. I can't read it anyway. I was going to give you this, Willie. I found this for it. He flips him the gun.
What is this, a toy?
I don't know. Try it.
Well, it's in German. Fortunately, I speak German.
That guy got me riled up. You guys don't understand how many people I saw die. You don't get it.
Understand how many people he's killed since.
Well, you haven't seen what I saw, Doc. You've been living in New York City and all that crap.
I've
Elijah,
seen
saw what he
something
did.
tear itself out of a man. Sit down and be quiet while I try and dismiss this damn Reaper.
All right, Doc.
Willie's going to walk over to Elijah. You're not planning on running for public office, are you?
Doc, listen, Willie. Let's see what that gun does. Shoot that thing.
Can I be frank? I don't give a fuck what this gun does. I got two that I already use.
Well, give it back to me.
There you go. I appreciate it. No, I don't think that's I'm, unappreciative of a gift given, but I sort of got to use the ones I've got.
So now we got to go. What do we got to do now? We got to go find the cackler.
Oh yeah, the book, by the way, just as you get a hold of it, Erasmus, is Das Ebenschleier.
Great. Something I've only read about. If I can get my hands on it. Now, let's see here. I can probably do the smart thing, or I can do the incredibly stupid thing.
Okay, so what do we know here? We know that somebody wants Val's sword, which is a sentence I never thought I'd say. But we know that this man, Stone, thinks it's going to be amusing to watch the cackler try to get it from Val.
From what I can understand from the conversation, what I can put together based on agency information, is that the cackler is probably in some way related to Ms. DuPont.
I don't give a shit about that.
Yes, but it does amuse Stone. Which, and considering that the cackler is another murderous bastard, but unlike Stone, his preferred weapon is magic, not guns. And has a bit of a cult around him. So he's definitely a subject on the radar. Well, a subject at large for the agency. And
You think he's behind this? The coachman?
no, the coachman was tied to whatever evil's tied to this place. I'm certain the sister had in her head that this place was as evil as I think it is and just wanted it burned so no one could use it. But any place that has a specific aspect is also powerful. So one could, in theory, maybe harness this for good, but that's for people who know better than I. Right now, I'm just trying to figure out how I can dismiss this bastard so children stop losing their souls. Or I'm somewhat on a tangent on seeing if I can possibly bind this thing myself and send it after very particular subjects.
So as you're flipping through, I'm going to ask you to make an I'm going to let you use either research or academics here.
We'll do research. And we will spend a white chip.
Righto.
There we go.
All right. So quick question. Do you know German? Does your character
Yes.
know German? Okay, cool. Yeah, basically something I don't know if I mentioned this a lot. I'm kind of using the many languages rule when I run this. So it's like, you can know up to as many languages as half your smarts die type.
Yeah, the languages that I speak aside from English are French, German, and Latin.
Okay, cool. So you have you look through it. It is a ritual book. It is about summoning demons and all manner of other entities. It's the Ebon Veil is its title in English, and you find fairly, after you look, it's actually fairly comprehensive, and fairly well indexed. So you're able to get to the couple of rituals that you were looking for regarding the Black Coachman. So there are a couple of things, and it's probably while this is going on that the others are going to come out and kind of see this. But as far as that goes, there's a spell to summon the Black Coachman. And then there is a ritual to banish the Black Coachman.
Okay.
And the ritual to banish the coachman, which is presumably the one you're leaning at, the one to summon the Black Coachman requires a lot of kind of expensive ingredients.
We're on a budget.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a budgetary thing. You can do it in time. Banishing the Black Coachman, you might have everything you need here. The main thing is that you need something of great value to the summoner, and you need to do it. It's apparently there are a couple of ways to do it, but one of the most accessible, it says you need to do it inside a place of worship.
Okay, so have to go and perform a dark and terrible ritual inside the church. Got it.
Hi, Doc.
Hi, Miss DuPont.
I thought you might be worried without me here, so we came back out.
I was more just concerned as to the extracurricular activities happening in the house. But might need to borrow that sword. Or I need to use the scrap monster. Or a bit of it. Actually, wait. Because of what you saw, Celeste informed us, are there any pictures in the house of his daughter?
Celeste, I need you to make a smarts roll for me, please.
Just a straight smarts?
Yes. There are, but
Smart
you're
cookie.
now remembering, as you were going through the house, and you were in one of those bedrooms, and you were looking just briefly through a trunk, there is there are a number of things that were in that trunk, but as you were searching through, one of the things that you remember being in there is a sort of a little bit part of a scrapbook that had a lock of blonde hair on one of the pages that looks like his daughter's hair.
I can go and was it burned up? Did I see it when we? Did I see
it was not in the
burned up?
tower.
Okay,
It was in one of the bedrooms.
Okay, I can go and fetch a scrapbook that I found in the house, Doctor.
Fantastic. We need something that was important to the summoner. Then we need to go to place of worship. Then the instructions are rather clear. I just need some black candles, of course.
Of course.
Chalk. I guess I'm bleeding for this one. And that should be about it.
Celeste is gonna go get the sketchbook. Not sketchbooks. Scrapbook.
Sure.
Val's just going to be practicing swinging the sword because she usually uses knives.
Just go find a tree and just hack at it for
Yeah. Willie, come here. I want to practice.
No.
Please.
No.
I am going to ask, and sorry to do a lot of leaning on you here tonight, but Pope, I'm going to ask you to make a notice roll for me real quick.
Notice? All
Yeah.
right.
Okay. You can see the runes on the blade as she's doing it. That are there.
Right.
And you'd need it to be holding still for you to try to figure out or translate them, but you might be able to.
I'm going to need to, again, there's about 6 different forms of runic language. I'm going to need a cross-reference with my library. That's a future me problem, not a current me problem.
Okay. Okay. So Celeste will go in and you'll get this. There are a lot of different parcels and things in that trunk, diplomas, stuff like that. Couple of obscure patents, patent documents, letters of recommendation, things of that nature, letters to someone named Amelia. And the last parcel of mementos, it's basically like a scrapbook, loosely bound collection of drawings bound together by a pink ribbon. Looks like drawings from when Daphne was younger. And stuck to one of them, it's a little bit of sorghum, is a lock of silky blonde hair.
I'll take the lock of hair and just put it in my pocket and run back out to the dock.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent.
Now we have a little bit of time. I'm going to have to do some prep. Definitely need the church. And time usually helps. So if I can time this to happen at dawn, we'll probably be able to just dismiss the bastard.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. That sounds great.
we should.
What are you
well,
talking about?
Dismissing the coachman, the soul sucker.
I don't know that I've heard anything about that, but all right.
I'm having a good day. I'm having a good day. As he just like closes the book, just shakes the book a little, and starts walking in the general direction back to town.
Okay.
I think Celeste is going to hold Val back a little bit from the group.
We bury that body. The one that was the dead body that was shot.
Oh yeah. Coming out, you see that there, and you have plenty of time now to explore the junkyard and all that. There was only the one automaton. There is a dead body that's lying there. It looks like someone's been shot in the head, and before that, probably crushed by something.
Is there? Does it? I'm guessing this town has a proper cemetery.
Oh yes.
Okay. Did we walk out here on foot, or did we bring our horses? We had horses.
You could have brought them if you wanted. It's entirely up to you.
I was about to say, yeah. I'm just the sister would probably strap the body to the horse and take it in to be buried properly in town.
Okay.
Gotta clean up the mess.
All right.
What, Celeste? What? You like my sword?
What do you and Steven want with this house?
It goes way back in our family, I think.
How are you two related?
Distantly.
There's nothing close about it then. I'm just trying to make sure he's not using you, is all, okay?
That's all people do is use each other, Celeste.
I never once used you. I thought you didn't use me. Look, I'm just looking out for you here, Val.
And I've asked you to stop.
I think I proved I could take care of myself well enough.
Did you? I was up in the tower, so I saw none of that.
Well, I'm still standing, Anna. And I'm fine.
I shall ask that I have an understanding that there is a motion toward working on this ritual. I just need to know if there's anything else that we want to. Well, first of all, how soon do we want the ritual to take place?
I'll say, well, first off, nobody's filled me in on the cackler situation, so the sister has no knowledge of that.
Each other and we'll have a group powwow.
Okay, cool.
Everybody's up to speed. Willie explains everything.
So what do we actually know about the cackler other than the fact it's there and might be coming for Val?
Here's the Cliff Notes version. Magic gifted bastard murderous, some way, shape, or form related to the DuPonts.
So probably extremely good looking.
Really wants the sword, enemy of stone, enemy of the public.
Probably not a now problem.
Great, perfect. So we don't know when it's coming or if they're coming. It just, the cackler's in the back of our minds. Correct? Perfect. Cackling.
Cackler is searching for this item. It seems to be a MacGuffin of a series of MacGuffins.
Of MacGuffins, got it. Okay, I will bury the body and then head to help the doctor to make sure that he doesn't need anything for the ritual.
Okay. This town does have an undertaker.
Oh, perfect.
So thankfully, you will not have to bury the body yourself this time.
Praise be. There is a God.
It's the first time in the whole campaign, Jim. Thanks. Finale.
Yeah, the finale, you give me the opportunity to not have to dig a hole.
You're in a town big enough to have its own undertaker.
Hey, Jim, guess what? Fuck you, I'm burying it anyway.
Yeah.
I'm volunteering.
I'll be damned if the last body in the campaign is going to be buried by somebody other than us.
So, is there anything that anyone else? Well, let me find out again. Just as far as our timeline is here, are we moving then to the ritual, or is there anything?
I want
that
to
is
shoot this
take
gun
place?
real fast.
Okay.
I want to see what this thing does.
Blah, blah.
You'll kind of go out to a spot and see what it does.
Yeah. Let me see if I can pull that up. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you look at the gun. It's got kind of a it's got kind of a let me see here. It got sort of a pump handle on it. And
What's this, shotgun?
it's more it's like a pistol sized thing. And it's got kind of a pump handle on it in addition to a trigger.
Okay. I'll shoot it. Is there
Okay.
bullets in it? I'll check to see if there's bullets in it.
There is nowhere to put bullets.
Okay.
There's a chamber that it looks like where you put in a little bit of ghost rock,
Okay. I got ghost rock.
which if you open that chamber, you see there's a little bit of ghost rock in there already.
Okay. I got a whole big thing of ghost rock.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You've got a core of it at least.
Yeah.
So there are plenty of targets in the junkyard. You want to do it.
Okay. Yeah, he just shoots one.
How many times are you going to pump the handle?
I'll pump it once.
Okay. I need you to make a shooting roll for me, please.
That I can do.
Oh, great. I just lost it. I had it right in front of me. Hang on. There it is. Okay, that's very good. Okay. This so this what looks like this kind of sphere of force of sort of electricity seems to come out of the end of it and come forward in kind of an almost like a globe formation.
God damn.
And as you're looking at it, basically it it comes out in sort of sort of this globe, which then blasts out into kind of it's not like it's blasting electricity exactly, but it's like this sheet of force comes off of it.
Like an ejaculate?
Sort of in a conical formation. Sort of a cone formation. And basically, if you want, you could roll a d4, and that would tell us how much damage it does. But
you want me to roll a d4?
Let's see. Let me actually check this out.
Oh shit.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I was looking at okay, D4. Okay. So yeah, you see that as you expel this, that there are a few light pieces of scrap that actually come firing that lift up. It's within this field and come hurtling in your direction.
Oh, really? Comes at me.
Yeah, it's not enough that it's really going to hurt you, because you only used a single charge.
Yeah.
It's like seems to come up almost into a ball. Is it like whoosh, it's coming toward the gun?
Does it like blast out of my hand?
No.
Okay. Well, he'll keep it. Why not?
What the fuck are you doing, Elijah?
Well, he's by himself. I thought you were done. Well, did she see me?
I see everything. I got night wolf vision.
Did you just see that gun right there?
Yeah. I mean, it's not a sword. It's all right.
You and these sword. Damn. What is so special about that sword, Val?
It looks really good when I swing it.
Yeah, you do look good swinging it. I agree. You do well. I'm proud of you. But that damn thing ain't worth a hill. I'll go buy you another sword. Christ, I'll get you 15 swords. And this house. What's so great about this house? Why, our family. Who cares? You know what I mean?
Yes, I know you do not care.
Yeah. What's so special about this place? Me, you, Willie, the sis, the doc, Celeste. We all get out of here. This place is bad news. It really is. Everything we do is just trouble and this and that. And now they're doing.
Get out of here. Who's asking you to stay?
I'm not leaving you. I'm not doing that. I'm not a coward now.
No, you tend not to run.
I want you to come with me is what I want you to do. We'll go home. We go back to, we'll do wherever.
What the fuck are we going to do in Louisiana?
Yeah, that's probably true. I'll tell you what's nice is Oklahoma. That's a nice place.
That is false. No.
False? You ain't been there.
I do not want to go there.
Well, I just think this place is real bad. Now you see the dead guys walking around. Now the cackler's coming at us.
So my understanding that you're just gonna keep
Well, I don't stay in
following me around.
No, I'm not gonna do that either.
Well, it's one or the other, Elijah.
I want you to come with me. I can't stay in one place. You know this. I never have. Never stayed in one place. I gotta go. I'm gonna stay here and help you guys. And if you want to come with me, we'll hit the road. You know,
and if I don't want to come with you, you'll still hit the road.
I'm still gonna hit the road eventually, yes. That's just what I do. You know that.
And I'm fine with it.
Fair enough. I just want you to come with me, Val. I'm here looking after you. You don't need looking after. I can see you're just fine. Hell, you're better than me. But I want you. Well, you don't have to be so nodding in approval there, you know, but
so just an instinctual reaction.
Yeah, I know. That's the way you've always been. But I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to I got to hit the old Dusty.
You going to ask Willie to go with you?
Sure, of course. But you know me, it's on to the next.
Yeah. Someone always leaves eventually.
If you like it here, then I support you 100%.
Well, thank you for your support, Marshall.
All right, Val. I'm not the bad guy here. You know this. And what you think of me is maybe not the greatest, and I've not been the greatest. But I do care about you. Always remember that. I promise you. Well, you're lost for words for once.
I'm going back to the hotel, Jim.
Okay. So, is there anything else we would like to take care of prior to this whole? When do we want the ritual to take place? I think that's really a key question here, just so that I'll know kind of what our timeline is like here.
I'd prefer it just for the extra, mystical oomph that might be contained in doing it at sunrise. That way, the thing transitions from darkness to light and is dismissed.
Celeste is going to help the doc gathering anything he needs for it because she's going to try to help with the ritual. That's
Okay.
her area of expertise.
All right. Is there anything else anyone wants to take care of before this is about to happen?
Willie's secrets, ammunition, all over the goddamn place, Jim. And when I mean all
Okay.
over the place, I mean like cactus needles have bullets and shit. I mean like it is, this place is chock full of bullets.
Okay.
So it's an Easter egg hunt, and bullets are eggs.
No, it is fall, the leaves have fallen, but instead of leaves, it's bullets.
Well, you are able to get into the church with all of your considerable skills. You're able to get into the church without too much trouble. No one's using it at this point right now. It's there will perhaps be morning services, but we're going to say this is happening before, the service isn't at sunrise because these folks have a slightly later cycle. So you should have enough time. And let me, in fact, go ahead and do this. Just adjust a couple things here in Roll20 so you have that. Okay. Now, as you're setting up, where in the church do you want to set up the your spot to begin the ritual?
Probably at the Nexus Center of any worship site. We're going to be right behind the altar.
Okay.
Also, the altar provides cover.
It does. You're up at the altar. You've got all your drawings in place. What I would like to know is everyone going to come back for this, or is anyone going to be sitting it out?
Yeah, let's stay together.
The sister would lock the doors behind us, the main doors, and bolt them, bar them shut, basically. Doors, windows. We're keeping this in-house, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. So.
Oh, question. Is there a baptismal pool?
There is.
How long to potentially make holy water?
Well, you actually already have some, but
but a big pool of holy water could be very helpful.
I will say if you get a raise with successful faith roll, I will say that you could do it before it needs to before this ritual takes place.
Well, what's the worst that can happen? I can try, right?
Sure, absolutely.
Try. So you want a faith or spirit?
We'll do faith here because you're trying to make the holy water.
Holy crap, holy peeps. Okay.
Oh, you did. You got it. You got a raise on the roll.
Nice.
Okay.
Big old pool of water.
So, you've got that set up. Let's see. Doc, I do need to let you know, as you've been kind of reading over the ritual, you get the sense that so the thing's going to have to come in. Here's the thing that you're realizing as you finally are getting the last bit sort of sorted and translated and everything. You're going to be occupied reading it for the first little bit, and then you'll be free as it'll be active. It'll be self-sustaining at that point. The thing is, you're going to have to, the ritual basically brings him to you and makes him solid. You're going to have to put him down.
Whoever came up with this dismissal ritual needs to be dismissed themselves. They should have made it more thorough. Okay, so My German's a bit rusty, but I've managed to figure things out. Good news, bad news. Good news, this will definitely do the trick. It will be gone from this plane. Bad news. These Germans were very hands-on people. And all this does is bring the bastard to us and make it corporeal.
We get to stab something.
Oh, you can use that sword to your heart's delight, Miss DuPont.
I'm
counting
not
on
partial to this sword.
How long will it take for you to banish it, sister? Can you do that?
This says instantly.
My little book says my Bible.
My Bible tells me that I can do it instantly and at a distance equal to my smarts.
Well, let me actually. Now, here's the thing. I'm assuming this is the banish power.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Trick is there are some things that now you might be able to employ that to help.
Okay.
But something like a Reaper, you're not going to be able to get rid of it altogether.
That was my thought. This also says entities from an immaterial plane back to their native dimensions. This can include ghosts, demons, elementals, and similar beings at your discretion. So,
it might only just be able to weaken him or something, not actually banish him fully.
That'd be rad.
Okay.
I will take anything that knocks this thing down, even if it's just 10%.
You're telling me, though, it's going to be, say, corporeal?
It is incorporeal at start. This ritual will, as I incant it, bring it in its incorporeal state to us and then make it corporeal.
What if I was to say, put it to sleep? Then Val could stab it right through the heart. Take off its head.
Usually these things do not have the capacity for slumber. So if you can manage it, that would be fabulous. But if you can't, don't be surprised.
I don't know. It doesn't really say that it just says that whatever it is has to make the spirit roll against it.
Yeah. And and it'll basically you can at least shake it. You're not sure if it's going to wound it or not, maybe. But
well, I was about to say because it would put it to sleep. Who fail asleep for the duration of the spell, very loud noises or attempts to physically wake a sleeper will grant it another spirit roll to break it.
Yeah, this one you're not sure if you can put it to sleep or not. Really, to be honest.
All right.
This one's like I said, this is a major freaking.
That's what I was like. I don't know what the like in terms of its corporealness, like if the spell is or the ritual's bringing it to us, if it will, because it has a corporeal state, change what we can do to it.
Corporeality hurt this damn thing.
You will be able to shoot it, stab it, bleed it. I don't know about other things, since it's an extra dimensional entity. It may not have the capacity for sleep. I don't think this thing dreams. There are certain things that things from the other side just can't do, won't do, even if you can make it solid. But from the translation here from German is that, brings it here, makes it corporeal, and then to send it on its way, you stab it until it stops moving.
Well, let's not stand on ceremony.
Well, I have to at least at the start.
It's a joke, Doctor. A joke.
I think this means we're going to have to unbolt the doors, though.
Why?
If he's going to have... Is that what... If he's going to have to get in, Jim? If he's going to become corporeal?
You're gonna have to. Well, yeah, you're gonna have to fight him in order for him to.
Yeah, but we're summoning him into the church.
Oh, I see. Yeah, he is gonna have to. Yeah, he probably is gonna have to get in.
Oh,
it's possible.
Okay. Oh, okay. I imagine we would be summoning him like physically to us.
I did too, but the way Jim described it, I thought that we might have to actually unlock at least the front doors. But we can stand there behind and lock him in if we want to. The book
says he will arrive. It doesn't specify that that you summon him into a circle or anything like that. If you had to guess, you'd say that it's just going to be a pull that he won't be able to resist.
Will he walk into a church?
Oh yes. That's actually required.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this doesn't work. It needs to be a place of worship, a place where souls are prayed for and there's transaction. So, no, he's going to come into the church. I think there's actually a small little account in the margins here about this thing being done in. I think that's a 5. So 1573.
Where's Willie?
Where is Willie? You
This is all a bunch of book learning and
Right.
math, and I would suspect he's probably out on the porch of the church with
Yeah.
Elijah, smoking, perhaps drinking a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
I'm
is-
going out there. I'm there too. I don't know what they're doing.
This is not one of the top 3 things I'm good at.
And then this gun, Willie, it makes a big electro thing, electronics. Or
Do not
something.
shoot that in the middle of the town.
Really, that's incredibly interesting.
Oh my, Willie, you really need to educate yourself on some things around here.
Yeah, I really do. I need to spend some time slowing down and getting behind a book.
That's all we've been dealing with is books.
That's why I'm friends with the doc and the sis. I don't got
Oh,
to
I've got like 4 books I should give them.
Oh,
listen. We all know why I'm here. Something shows up, I shoot it. A book shows up, I hand it to somebody a lot smarter than me.
Oh, I
That's
thought you were
all?
going to say you were going to shoot it.
that's pretty much all I've done.
No, I don't shoot books.
That is.
Scared of them.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm scared of them too.
Listen,
All they are got demons in them.
in all seriousness, this sumbitch is going to be coming down here hot. What's your plan? Val, you going to run in and stab it?
Yep.
You know, they mentioned something about magic and shit. We're not real good with that. I'm not.
I got this gun.
Oh, could you tell me about that gunning?
Stop acting like you're sleeping, Will. I know you ain't sleeping.
I'm not acting. I'm not that good a mummer.
I thought sleeping was the number one thing you were best at.
No, that's only after I finish the first 3. Crack. It's heading towards the fences.
I don't know if that was a home run there, buddy.
It was really
Yeah,
good.
maybe like a double, but that's about it.
So,
Sacrifice.
my one quick question before we, I think, kick this off is just going to be, since you brought it up, did you actually, since then, taken the time to actually look at the titles of the books that you picked up? Or
Sure, why not?
All right.
One was that thaumaturgical doohickey.
Oh, those were the books from. There's so many books here.
Mm.
Yeah. Are you talking about the books from?
Oh, and the Bible. Yeah, I look at all of them because
Okay.
I'm bored and seeing
Yeah.
if
So
they have-
I already gave you the titles to what the books were from Moon's Cart. For the 3 books that you picked up top, you have the Book of the Stranger. You have, and it's kind of hard to sort of the word. It's one of those weird pronunciation names starting for the other 2 books. The Book of Chothaktha, and the 3rd book. Everyone look at Pope. The Book of Nick Naven.
Cool, those are all in my bag.
Okay.
Just gonna hold on to them, get them nice and comfy.
Yay. Okay. Anyway, yeah, books about powerful entities. All right. So, when this kicks off, just so you're aware, Pope, you're going to need to, during the course of this, accumulate 3 success or raises, and then you'll be free to do whatever you like. But for the first part of this, you're going to be basically reading from the book. Do we kick this off? Do we light the fuse?
Can we give him chips to help him raise?
No,
You got chips.
pledges can.
Is there any way? Is there a mechanic at Deadlands to help though? Because that would
Yeah.
be what Celeste is doing.
There is an edge
I don't have that.
for giving chips. You can help someone else do a thing though. That's not a problem.
That's what she would be doing, keeping her eyes out.
And by and large, since that one edge that involves that really tends to involve like commanding people, I'm inclined to let folks spend chips for others if they wish. I'm not gonna be too much of a stickler on that.
He can spend his own damn chips first, but I'll help.
Sure.
In game.
No, absolutely. Basically, you would do a thing, and if you're successful, they get a +1 for each success and raise that you have.
Well, I'm going to find a kill point. Can I find a kill point?
Okay, so from inside the church?
Yeah.
Your best. There is the choir loft is probably your best bet. Once he steps in, and the choir loft is above the narthex. It's where an organ would be, a pipe organ. They have a small pipe organ up there. So you can go up there, and once they get as far as the last pews, then you'd be able to hit them from that point.
That's what he'll do.
I'll be near the dock.
Yeah.
Is there a proper baptismal pool?
Yes, it's over to the side here.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. The sister's going to be standing in it.
Excellent. Yeah, like a floor pool. Yeah, no, you're there.
Sister, you need to be careful.
All right.
I'm going to be helping Doc translate.
Yeah, sister, don't get hurt before the huge gunfight.
So the rest of you are up on the altar. I'm not going to worry too much about specific positioning, hence not having tokens out, but just so I've got an idea. Where is everyone else going to be standing or otherwise crouched? I know that Doc and Celeste are over behind the altar. I know that Sister Ruth is in the baptismal pool. I know that Elijah is up in the choir loft. And so where are we putting Val and Willie?
I'll be in front of the altar.
Okay.
Dramatically.
Excellent.
Well, that's where I was going to stand, but I guess I will.
You could stand like slightly behind me so I can protect you.
No, you seem to have this. He'll go up into the choir loft then with Elijah.
Okay. Two of you are up in the choir loft. Here we go.
Elijah would hand Willie a bottle.
Willie would thank Elijah for said bottle.
In the church.
With the nightstick. What? Yes.
Here we go. And now the ritual begins. You will begin reading in German, and I will begin handing out cards. Lightning crashes as Erasmus begins intoning the words in this book. And you all hear the sound immediately of hooves approaching. You hear the sound of a carriage pull up outside. And you hear steps approach the church. And the front doors open. And I would like everyone other than Sister Ruth and the folks up in the choir loft to make their fear check for me. Please make a spirit roll as this thing kicks off.
I'm going to use a white chip there. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I will use one of them there white chips.
All right.
I'm definitely going to use one of them white chips.
We don't have to
Okay,
roll
well,
yet. We don't have to roll yet, Elijah.
Elijah doesn't have to roll yet.
Oh, my bad.
Val used a white and Erasmus used a white.
Also, when you get a chance, Jim, I was gifted 3 additional whites and a blue.
Holy crap.
I believe I put that in earlier.
I don't see my blue.
Did I give it to you correctly? No, I did not.
I
Hold
think
on.
you gave it to me.
I gave it to the wrong person.
because I don't have I'm not supposed to have a blue.
What
give it
Saint
to me
gave you
instead.
that? You should call them people out.
That's right.
Let me see. I'll tell you what I'll do. Since that was my fault.
First off, Jim, you're the GM. You don't get a fault. You don't have to correct anything.
Is that your philosophy, Greg?
Yeah, it's a tough job.
I agree.
You got the chips
I
now.
can't do it, so I agree with
No.
that.
The chips are yours. All right. Now, I guess I'm going to go ahead and start dealing.
Come on, give me something good here.
All right.
Okay, I'll take that.
These are shitty cards.
All right.
Fuck.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take the king.
There's a king and a jack. Celeste goes on a queen. And the black coachman got the ace of hearts.
Re-roll that.
Is there a way to do that? I don't know. All right. So the doors, as they have burst open, and this thing steps in. Did everyone succeed on their spirit check that
Yes.
needed to roll?
Yeah.
Wait, question before we start this. How much time has passed in all of this preparation?
It's been a few hours. I'd say
Yes!
sunrise is, it's midsummer, so sunrise is going to be probably around 6. So it's been 4 to 5. It's been 3 hours.
Hot diggity. So that, yes.
I get 1 PowerPoint back.
I was about to say, sister's feeling much better.
Right, well,
I can
every
do
3
more
hours.
stuff now.
For hucksters, every 3 hours you get 5 back.
Oh, 5? Oh,
Yeah.
then I'm topped off then. Hell yeah.
Oh, I was about to say, so what is it? Mine's 1 every hour?
Yours
Yep.
one
Yes.
is 1 an hour. Yeah.
So 3 I got back. Okay,
Most others are 1 an hour.
perfect.
Okay. So Black Coachman comes in, and you see it just sort of moving this big scythe, this figure clad in darkness head to toe. Steps forward. So it's got a hat, and it's got just basically, it looks like its face is swaddled in cloth or darkness, could be both. It's flowing, it's got a flowing, sort of short flowing robe type deal. It steps forward. And it's going to come into about, it's probably going to go ahead and, let me see, let's check out its base here. Yeah. It's probably going, seeing Val and Willie. Those are the first ones it's going to head toward.
Willie ended up top.
Oh, that's right. Seeing Val. Thank you. Perhaps I should have used tokens. So seeing Val, that'll be the first one it heads toward. Let's go ahead and do this. You do all hear something that's like the baying of dogs, however. Also, by the way, I should mention, from somewhere outside. They've not come in yet. They might soon. But we'll see what happens. There's something padding around out there. Okay. Surging forward, it actually does have to run to get there, so it's going to be at -2 to this first action, which will be to reap at Val. Okay. What is your parry?
9.
You're able to duck right out of its way as it comes forward. It's like, and but that was its turn. So, let me see here. What happened? That's weird. I'm going to now. Yeah, we're going to continue on. And sorry, I just something kicked out of the back of my ear. All right, that's gone. It's over to Willie. What would you like to do?
Jim, I would like to shoot it 4 times.
Excellent. Oh, you and Elijah can see it now, so I would like the two of you to make your spirit rolls, please.
I will be re-rolling that with a white chip.
Righto.
Does that work, Jim, or do I need to re-roll?
You're good. And now Willie is good as well. Okay, now you see this thing. All right, go ahead and make your roll of shootery.
And I've used the rest of my bullets, Jim. I got the chambers filled with all my Ghost Rock bullets.
Absolutely.
Shot number 1. 14.
It's very good.
Do you want the damage for that? Yeah, you do.
All right, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, we'll deal with each one of these separately.
How's 17?
That's yeah, it's a total of 18 because you got the raise on it. Okay. Let me pull him up here again. Okay. Just write down. So parry, write down his parry and his toughness. There we go. Okay. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so that would do 2 wounds. It's going to go ahead and take a stab at soaking. Let me make sure I put in its undead bonus.
Great.
For it has that too. There we go. It got it. All right. So first bullet comes off. It's like.
Let's try that second
one. Going. Second one will be a hit. That's going to be 13 damage. That would do 1 wound. It's going to go ahead and spend another chip.
Let's do this.
And so now I'm going to be down to my common chips, of which I have 6 right now, depending on if anyone spends red. Once again.
All right, third shot. Ah, shit.
Okay, yep, third shot hits, but is not enough to damage it.
I'm gonna re-roll that. Yep.
All right. Better. That will shake it.
Shake it down. 4th and final shot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna re-roll that. I'm gonna re-roll that with a white chip.
All right.
Shit. I can re-roll it again, right?
Absolutely. You keep going until you get snake eyes.
Last time. There we go. That's a little bit better.
That's it with a raise. Excellent. You get your bonus damage.
And ka-chow, baby!
Excellent. So that should be 22. So that'll be 3 wounds. But let me go ahead and see if it manages to soak.
I'm just burning the chips, Jim. That's all I'm doing.
You're wearing them down. All right.
He's only got 18 more.
That's true. So that would undo 1 wound. Let me see if I can re-roll that and do a little bit better.
Oh, burn those chips, baby. I love it.
We'll see. Okay, that'll take 2 wounds. It still, however, didn't get rid of all of them, so it's got a wound and is shaken.
All right, so then
You see this bullet burn into its back, and it's like.
Willie's gonna shoot, and then he's gonna lay down in the choir.
Excellent.
Elijah would look at him like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
You keep your head up there.
All right.
Him yellow.
Yellow belly.
I will say that, it won't happen yet. Let me go ahead and pull this off, and we're down to Celeste. What would you like to do?
I'm going to look at Doc and be like, "You got this, right?" And then pop up over the altar, start pulling feathers off of my necklace, and I'm going to throw bolts at him, just like I did before. And I'm not going to play poker for these. I'm just going to use my points.
All right.
But I'm going to double them so I can do 3d6 damage.
Okay, and if you're doing, you're throwing 3 bolts?
Yes.
Okay, remember it's only the first wild die counts.
Yes.
And can replace any of the 3 things any of your free main rolls.
Yes.
All right.
So I'll do 1. Wait, I need to roll spellcasting first, right?
Oh, it does it as part of it.
Okay.
I'm
going to spend a white and re-roll that.
All right, go right ahead.
Yep, gonna take that one.
With a raise, absolutely. Oh, holy crap. Okay, so that's 30. And we are, of course, going to attempt to soak.
Burn those dice up.
That's a lot. Okay, here we go. Let me also make sure I give it that wound. There we go. Scout on it.
Damn.
Okay. Let's see, 39, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 5 wounds. Good God. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to be quite enough for 5 wounds. I'm going to burn another chip. I gotta.
Yeah.
Jim, you made me OP! And I'm not complaining.
That is where I have to stop.
I'm not even going to get a shot on this thing.
Now, this isn't going to destroy him. And I will point out, well, first of all, you hit him with, what does this look like that you're throwing here?
Yeah, I pop one of the raven's feathers off of my necklace, and you just see her lean over the altar and like narrow her eyes, sort of like she's sharpshooting as well. And she's going to fire it right between his eyes. And I want it to like sort of throw him off his feet backwards a little bit, like he doesn't see it coming.
Absolutely. So you get him, and he's like, "Ah!" Immediately just, it's like you just blow him back. He falls down. He is lying there, scythe across his chest. But I will point out, now that he is no longer standing there and taking up your full attention, you can look up and see past to outside, where you see a number of sets of red eyes approaching.
God. Did we close them doors?
And that is where the barking is coming from.
Are they close enough to hit?
They are.
Well, I have up to 40. Here. I have up to 48 range on these bolts.
48 range. Oh, yeah. They would. You'd be able to hit them at. I'd say I'll call them at. Yeah, you'd be just at -2.
Okay.
Try to hit them from in here.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to. Can I move?
Yeah.
I want to move out from around the altar to stand beside Val.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to hit. I want to hit 2 of them, like 2 separate ones with my next 2 bolts.
Yeah, I mean you've got them, so you can go ahead and give it a shot here.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so that's going to be that's that's 2 1 raises, 1 raise. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep up with my PowerPoint.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So roll
yeah,
damage.
well. Remember.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
-2.
It is -2. Also, the wild die here, remember, doesn't count.
Doesn't
it's
count.
part of the same roll. But that is still a hit. Even with the -2, you still get a hit. It's not with a raise, but you do get a hit.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. that's 7 then. And then roll damage.
Okay, 16, not too shabby on one of these. One of these creatures, you're going to see it in the light from the feather as it races out toward it. Let's see. That is 16 damage. And these creatures have a toughness of 7. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that, so it arcs out toward this thing, and you can just see it in the light as this thing is racing forward, almost makes it to the door, and it illuminates for everyone who can see the door. This thing looks kind of similar to Sam, but smaller. The hellhound that you encountered. These are most definitely hellhounds. They have horns growing from their heads, these dog-like creatures, red eyes. And I'm not going to require a second fear roll because sort of as I do this is, you've already seen the Reaper, who is far worse. This one, I don't think I'm going to blow a soak on this. You take it out. You hit it, and it's like, and just it falls down and disperses. There are more behind it.
I'm gonna go for another one then.
Behind it. All right.
This will be my last bolt that I do.
Okay.
So
Excellent.
17 minus
Excellent.
2.
Crap. Just watch, the rest of us are gonna roll like garbage after that string from Katie.
Excellent shot.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, there's no way I'm going to try again Benny against those. You take out a second one as it's reaching the threshold.
I just turned back to the group and was like, we got company, but keep the doctor safe.
All right.
And yeah, that's my turn. I'm going to try to sort of keep myself between the Reaper and the dogs. I don't know if they're trying to get like the body away or what. I don't want them to get rid of this body.
Gotcha.
That's our body.
That's ours.
Are they in the church though?
Not yet.
Okay,
They're
okay.
approaching.
Okay.
All right. We head now over to Elijah.
I mean, they're just carnage.
You can hear them behind you, and there are windows if you would like to look out.
That's what's left? Is that what's left to kill?
That is right now what's left
What
to kill,
about the
yes.
Gaggler or the fucking coachman or whatever his name is?
The coachman is down.
The Reaper. He's fucking
Reaper.
done.
Yeah, the Reaper's down.
He's like, when you say down, he's like properly dead, or he's just like
done.
done.
I called him being toast right off the
He
jump.
doesn't appear to be moving right now.
Yeah, I'll shoot. I'll shoot a dog, I guess, or whatever it is.
Sure. There are 3 of them outside.
Yeah, I'll kill one of them things.
Okay.
Do I have to
you
move?
can open a window.
Now that's a problem though. I guess I have to move, so I can't do my marksman. Can
Not
I?
much. You just have to turn around.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're giving it to me,
Yeah, no, you're fine.
No,
you
yeah.
just have to turn around. There's a window behind you. You can get the thing open. That's a hit.
I'll re-roll it. Screw
Okay.
it. I got,
Sure, absolutely.
yeah. I want to get a raise.
And you got one.
Yep, there we go. I'll do the damage.
All right.
Can I
5
re-roll
damage.
that? Can I re-roll
You may.
I'm working
Uh,
on it.
Take
Spend
another
light?
chip. Yep,
All
I'll
right.
re-roll the damage. I don't like
6.
that even.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Does that kill one?
That will shake one.
Okay, I'll take it. Why not?
All right.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
All my things are predicated on people attacking me, and I never get attacked. So
Sorry.
I'll take it.
You're
Well,
right.
one of them is definitely shaken.
I'm
You see it
I'm
as
yellow,
like,
but I'm not yellow.
Like,
I mean, there's
trying to
like
get
it's
in.
like a oxymoron.
it's a lot. Yeah, you're a complicated individual. Now we move on to Ruth.
Praise be. All right, he's down. Ruth is going to attempt to banish him while he's down.
Okay.
If I do it and it incapacitates him, he will return to his native plane of existence.
All
So-
right, we'll have to see how it goes.
Here we go. Ruth reaches out and she kind of says, standing in this pool of holy water, By the powers of heaven, I send you back to the dark plains from which you came. And she says it kind of really loud and with all the power she has. So she's going to roll a faith roll. Burpsies. I'm going to use a chip and add a d6 to that.
Okay. That's your red chip.
Yep.
Okay.
There we go.
You can re-roll that 6 if you want.
Oh, that's right, I can.
It explodes.
Boom to us. 9 more to that.
Okay, so that is a hell of a roll.
Great. That's what we want to hear. And then
That is a
I
16.
believe, let me just drop this so that we can make sure, because you usually would get a faith roll against it, but you're not. I don't know. Here, let me drop this so we can read it.
Sure, go ahead and throw it out there so we can see here. Okay.
It's an opposed roll of the arcane skill versus the target's spirit.
Versus its spirit. Okay. And success means it's shaken. Each raise causes a wound. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and roll the coachman's spirit.
You have no spirit. Say no. Yes.
Okay. And let's see, what did you get? You got a 16, right?
Yes.
Okay. I have, well, right now 3 chips left because you just spent a red. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to re-roll that first. And
Come on.
no, that's even worse.
Yes.
Let me go ahead and try. I'm going to go ahead and burn my chips here because what we got happening. This could send it back.
Oh.
Since you've got
Yes!
the ritual going.
Come on.
All right, one last time.
Just like by
Here
the
we
power
go.
of the Lord, Christ compels you. Come home. Come on.
Okay. It begins glowing.
Okay.
It's going to take a moment. But you see that that he's not fully here anymore. Something is happening. You see vapors rising from the body. I am going to ask real quick. Val, is there something, what would you like to do? Is there something you'd like to do?
Is it worth stabbing?
I mean, he's right there if you want to. You want to help him
I don't
on his
wanna
way?
Waste a good stab. Doc, should I stab him? Sis.
Doc is busy incanting in German. He's
Yes.
kind of.
Say,
Ugh.
Just stab a dog.
No. I want
mean-
to stab a dog.
They're not exactly dogs anymore.
hey, hellhounds! I yell out as I'm trying to banish this damn thing.
She kind of like yawns because it's early, and I'm gonna cast Feast Friend on the puppies.
Okay. Go ahead and drop that in just so that I can see it real quick. Because these are, again, these are not as powerful as Sam, but they are, have their own thing going on, where they do get kind of to resist or attempt to.
Yeah.
So there are, one is shaken. There are 2 that are not.
I'll re-roll that if I need to.
Sure. Let me go ahead and roll for the hellhounds. And I think is versus their spirit. I'm going to roll for them as a group because they're extras.
Okay, I guess I'll re-roll if I must.
You got a 7.
Okay, I'll use a white chip.
Okay.
See if I can. 8.
Okay, you got them.
Yes.
So, what would you like them to do?
Yeah, shoo. Go on.
You hear outside. And they start heading off.
All right, I'm gonna try to go stab him out of -2.
Sure.
I should get one more stab at.
Perform some stabbery.
Yeah, I
On
mean,
this
why not? 7.
You're going to This thing's parry doesn't really count right now. Well, it's prone, so it's you've got basically it's canceled out. It's really a 9 because he's prone right now, right next to you.
Nice raid.
So stab. Are you stabbing? You're stabbing with the knife or with the sword?
The knife.
Alrighty, good. Tell me how damaged this is.
I'll
yeah.
I'll use it.
You want to up that?
Yeah. I'll use a blue chip and reroll.
All right, yeah. You roll a d6 at it.
Oh, that's right. That's blue chips. Or
Yeah,
can
unless
I
you want to
reroll?
reroll it, you could
Yeah,
use it for that
reroll.
too. Okay. Oh, there we go. Well.
16.
Where do you stab this thing?
In the heart.
So you reach down and you stab this thing. Now, I will need, as this thing is starting to fade back and forth, there are energies, dark energies flowing all over the chapel right now, coming from this thing in a miasma. It needs a little bit of directing. So Erasmus, I am going to need you to make an occult roll. This is going to be kind of important.
Come on, Erasmus.
Noted. Okay, and I'm going to roll the legend chip, please.
Yes.
All right.
Play it.
D6 plus 2.
So that's 15.
Okay. So you roll this. An unearthly vapor rises from the body of the Reaper and is immediately drawn to a point in space beyond it. There you all see for a moment, a greater darkness collapse in on itself, creating an opening in space, a rift in the fabric of reality. The body of the coachman quickly unravels, being drawn in vaporous pieces into the opening. The hole in the world is only open for a brief second or two, and through it, you see a blasted wasteland. No matter what side of it you're standing, you see this. A blasted wasteland with few twisted trees upon it that look not unlike the hanging tree. They seem to reach in your direction, their branches forming clawed hands. Beyond are cracked buttes and mesas, some of which are pale or jet black, as though made of bone or obsidian. The sky beyond is blood red, and the landscape itself appears to be on fire. You can just make out cloaked figures in chains struggling to run across the landscape, as a herd of what look like dark, twisted cattle with blood red eyes and deadly sharp horns pursue them. Just as the last of the Reaper's body is consumed, you see the shadow of a massive figure fall onto the herd, which turns away at its approach. You see what looks to be the massive, flaming hoof of a horse of an off-white color, slammed down in front of the devil bulls, just as the rift closes. And then you are left standing in the silence of the empty church. You have had your first glimpse into the Deadlands, and it is a sight you will not forget.
Fuck.
Our perspective pulls back and up and out of the church. We see the black carriage sitting outside, and eventually, our heroes coming out of the church, breaking into the carriage, and releasing the 5 souls trapped within. Then its charge is released as they flit out. The coachman's dark horses with eyes of flame trot forward and vanish into thin air, along with the coach they carry behind them. The echoes of their hoofbeats fading into the night, or the morning rather, as you see the sun rising in the distance. We then will immediately see the 5 patients in Dr. Palmer's surgery all reawaken with a start. They have all returned to the land of the living. In the days that follow, some see the recoveries as a miracle, others as a dodged bullet. Either way, life in Desperation continues. We pull back. We see a few more things as time unfolds. I think we see Valentine DuPont entering a low brick building, almost like a bunker, on the far east side of town at dusk. A few minutes later, Stephen Satan emerges, shuts and locks the door, sits outside the building and waits. We see Celeste Windspear continuing her observations of the movers and shakers in town, perhaps closely, perhaps at a remove. She has much to ponder about the nature of the powers at work in town and what her role will be in its future. Marshal Elijah Hunt Rhodes DuPont continues to ingratiate himself with the locals for as long as he wishes to stay, the miners in particular. From their reactions, they're pleased to have him there, especially those who are more superstitious, considering his role in the recent Reaper conflict. For them, at least, he's well on his way to becoming a Western fixture. The outlaw Willie Kenner is seen sharing a drink with someone perhaps no one can see, but always looking to the horizons, sharply aware now of the kinds of threats that loom there. There's very much the sense that any rest he may find now will only be temporary, and there will still be much to do. Dr. Erasmus G. Hazard is seen going to the telegraph office and contacting Denver, subtlety be damned. We then see that telegram in the hand of Special Agent Arnold Stacks as he and a woman with brown hair, lightly streaked with gray, enters a makeshift office. A man whose face we don't see sits behind a desk, but we can see from behind that he has pale skin and short black hair. The two agents advise him of Erasmus's report, to which the man replies, "We need to secure that area. There's something about it that's troubling me. I would like to discuss this with the prospector." Now, before I continue with this montage, if anyone has any other final moments they want to include, now is the time. Unless you'd like to wait, shall I go ahead, or do you want to go ahead?
The only thing that I would add, Jim, is that as Willie finishes sharing the drink, he would go out into one of the alleyways in the back of Desperation, and much like the middle of a street at high noon, he would have set up a bunch of crates with pumpkins on the end of it. And he would sit there and faster than almost anything, he would pull his guns out and blast the pumpkins off the top of the crates. Each of the pumpkins, they don't have a nose.
Excellent.
Elijah would definitely, he would as much he would confer with the doc about who he needs to go out for next. He would go out hunting. I mean, that's what his job is. That's his life. He would look for the next target. But now he's a little bit more aware. Maybe not, but maybe so. He knows what he's looking at. I mean, he's dealt with a lot of crazy shit now. So he would definitely, he's going out for the next manhunt, the next Eli.
You gonna deputize me?
If you're coming, you're definitely deputized. It's beyond that.
Well, my hypocrisy knows no bounds.
Yeah.
Aces over twos.
Would anyone else like to provide a sliver that we see of them?
I think I think after the events and staring and actually looking into the Deadlands, the sister would become a bit of a recluse over the next few weeks. You'd see very little of her other than probably in and out of the church itself. And I imagine the last image that we see of the sister is her washing blood from her hands in a pool of water, as she actually in private removes her hood and her garment, and we actually see for the first time a massive raw scar across her throat that seems to still be in a place of healing.
And also, feel free to amend or adjust anything that I've said thus far if anyone has anything further they want to include.
Well, I think as the sister pulls away and the doc's busy and Elijah takes Willie off, I think Val just sitting in that room by herself stays by herself for a really long time after that. Probably only with Stephen as company.
Very good.
And we see the dock with the fives. It's now fully open, staffed, and a tournament, poker tournament, ends up being hosted within its hallowed halls. A lot of unfamiliar faces to Desperation, but for those in the know, some very prominent ones in certain places. Him hobnobbing, laughing, and then just a telegram being delivered by a runner from the telegram office. Him just holding it open in the midst of all this hubbub, just looking down at it and saying, shit.
And I think that's everyone except for Celeste. And if you had anything you want to add?
I think that one night she goes outside of that room. Every night she knows that it's a full moon. She goes to see if Val's okay, but she keeps her distance.
Very good. So, one thing we will also see as we continue our montage, we will see a newspaper, a copy of the Tombstone Epitaph, hitting a newsstand. On it, we see articles with headlines that read, "Hanged Man returns for vengeance. Cult of Crows sees its last murder. And Nights of Slaughter by Barbed Wired Rancher come to an end." Then our perspective shifts again, and we see, sometime later, Reverend Milton Baines receiving a bundle at the post office, then entering a bunkhouse. He prays at his bedside for a few moments. When he finishes, he undoes the bundle, and from it, he slowly pulls a gun belt and an old Colt Walker. He stares at the gun for a long time, and then solemnly puts on the gun belt and slips the army revolver into its holster. Then he resolutely steps out of the bunkhouse and heads down the street toward the church, where the choir can be heard singing for services. We see Professor Gabriel Moon entering the telegraph office and sending a telegram. Then we see in front of us that telegram held by the gloved hand of its recipient. It reads, "Found that target is deceased. Stopped. Fate of patent documents as yet unknown. Stop. Study of automaton and mining device prototypes in progress. Stop. Tests show area has great potential for Operation Orpheus. Stop. Please advise. Stop." The telegram lowers, and still from the point of view of the reader, we see a lavishly appointed private train car. And sitting across from the reader, a well-dressed East Indian gentleman holding a black leather attaché. He turns to us, the reader, and asks, "Shall we begin the necessary acquisitions, Doctor?" The perspective shifts again, and we see a map of New Mexico with the town of Desperation marked on it. The view pulls back to show the map in the hands of a pale figure seated on a horse. He wears a crimson vest and a brown overcoat with a broad-brimmed hat. He has long hair and wears red-tinted glasses. He chuckles and turns to look at a woman in an expensive dress who turns to reveal that she is one of the twins that was with Uriah Whately a few weeks ago. The figure on the horse grins and says to her, "Well, I suppose we should exhaust all our options. Let's have our alternate candidate meet us there. While I do not hold out much hope for her, it should at least be entertaining." Then, finally, we see a man in his early 50s with thick gray mutton chops and a mustache, wearing a business suit, stepping out of his front door in a city back east. He gestures for the carriage sitting outside to wait a moment. He turns back and calls out, "Come along, Lucy. We have a long trip ahead of us, and we don't want to miss our train." Reluctantly, a young girl, maybe around the age of 11 or so, with green eyes and dark hair, emerges from the house and is escorted to the carriage. Fate is far from done with the town of Desperation, and you can bet that the Reckoners are looking to stick their oar in too, now that it has their attention. Quite a few folks will be converging there soon, descending on the town with their plots and plans, trying to reshape the face of the Weird West. But for now, at least, our tale has come to a close. Thank you all for playing Deadlands. This has been a wonderful, wonderful experience for me, and I hope it's been good for you too. I guess we shall we go around to do the outros? Okay, I think we're gonna go ahead and start with our guest, Katie.
Hey, everybody. That was way easier than I thought it was going to be. Thanks to wonderful seduction from Lauren, getting rid of Stone. Never been prouder in my life. Oh my God, that was such a great finale, and the episodes I got to play in have been amazing. I've loved it so much. It's been such a great campaign. Yeah, I'm Katie. You can find me on the internet at KatieFace. You can find me all over the internet on Off the Table. Tomorrow I'll be playing Alas for the Awful Sea. Then the finale of Monster Hearts is on Thursday, and the finale of our Lady Blackbird campaign is on Friday. You can also find me in our actual play Urban Shadows podcast, Cape Lorelei. It usually comes out on Mondays, Tuesdays, sometimes Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, or Saturdays. Who knows? But you can find me there, and anything that I'm doing is on Twitter. On Sundays, I'm over on Salty Sweet Games playing The Witcher, which is so much fun. Love that game. That's also a good chance
Up
to
with
see
Laura
me.
Dern.
With Laura Dern, Oscar winner Laura Dern. But that's also another place where me and Lauren are constantly just back and forth at each other, which is great. It's a great time to have. Thank you so much, Jim, for letting me guest in this. This was great. I had a lot of fun. Thank you for letting me bully you. I'm going to keep saying that forever now.
It was glorious. I will say at the end, the Reaper did go down a little faster than I'd kind of thought, but that's the beauty of Savage Worlds. This happens, and it is glorious when it does, because the players are just that much more awesome. Katie, you know I love you madly, and I am always happy to play anything and everything with you.
Thank
Seeing
you.
you play Celeste is like a masterclass in social maneuvering. It's glorious. I am so glad we were able to have you here to help us close out the season. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
I'm going to move now over to Pope.
Hey everybody, Pope here. It's time to take this hat off, at least for now. It has been a long time since I've been in Weird West. I have had many a great and fond memory of the place, full of peril, adventure, heroics, and I have to say, it's been good traveling with all of y'all. It's good to be back in a place that I used to call home, even if it's just for a little while. And I want to thank everybody here. Greg, Dot, Katie, Stephen, Lauren, Jim. I love each and every one of you. This has been an absolute blast. Despite my constant worries, despite my heart attacks, besides me saying fuck more often tonight than I have had in probably an entire decade, it has been an absolute delight. And I want to thank each and every one of you, and I want to thank all of you at home, where you're watching this live with us in chat, watching on the VOD, watching on YouTube. You're as much part of the story as we are, and I thank you for it. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love each and every one of you. You take care. And it's so long. It's not goodbye. See you soon.
Pope, I love how dramatic you can make things. I just have to say. If I want to reveal something impressive, I hardly have to do anything if you're in the scene. I really enjoyed seeing how Erasmus evolved over the course of things. You are a master storyteller, and it is awesome. Thank you.
Before we move on, I have to say one thing, because it is tradition. I love you, Jim. I hate you, Jim.
There it is. Thank you. I am going to move now on to Dot.
Wow. This has been, I love it. I remember when Greg came to me, he was like, hey, would you be interested in a short-lived Deadlands campaign? And I was like, that sounds like fun. And then it was not short-lived, which I think was wonderful. And two, it was more, I think, than I could have ever expected out of just a silly little ask from Greg. So I want to thank Greg for the ask, and I want to thank all of you for welcoming me back to Tales over here, Tales from the Grim. So thank you very much. It's been humbling to get to come play on the channel with all of these incredible people that I adore. Some of them I've never played with before. Many of them I have, but it's never a dull moment over here. So thank you all for the opportunity. And I too am going to say that, you know, not gone forever. Hopefully we'll have some more, and then you'll get to learn a little bit more about the sister. I feel like she's going to be struggling now more than ever. What does it take to break a nun? What does it take to break a nun? One never knows. So yeah, just a completely incredible storytelling experience. Plus, the setting alone, Jim, you really bring it to life in a way that I think is rich and enveloping. And just as a GM myself, kudos to you, sir, for really just owning it and dragging us along literally through the Wild West. So I really appreciate it. So yeah, I'm Little Red Dye. If you want to know more about what I do, the best thing to do is to go follow me on your social of choosing. I am a GM and a digital storyteller, and I like to use Twitch to roll die with my friends and tell stories because I believe wholeheartedly in them. So right now you can catch me on the North by Northwest podcast. I am closing out a Teens in Space campaign this week, but I am excited to announce in 2 weeks' time we'll be launching an all-women's Viking campaign using North Sea epilogues over on my channel. So that should be a very cool little thing happening. You can, of course, catch me on Unmade Gaming for a dark sci-fi campaign using Coriolis every Thursday that's been getting a lot of love. And then, of course, every Saturday over on Roll For It, where I get to play my darkest vampire. So thank you. And that's where you can find me. The rest of the time, just come hang out with us on social media. I'm sure I'll post about it.
Oh, Dot, I cannot say enough about how incredible Sister Ruth is. She's been so insightful. You play her so well. One of the things I really love is that and that I always look forward to whenever a new plot twist or a new monstrosity reveals itself, is seeing what Ruth's reaction is going to be.
Yeah. She's not scared by a lot anymore, but yeah, she's seen some shit. But you know, I appreciate that. That's good to know that you're looking to Ruth for the facial expressions.
It is. It's so good. And beyond that, it takes real guts to play a nun. Thank you so much for sharing Ruth with us. Thank you.
Yeah, totally. Thank you for letting me be it. Because I remember when we started this, I came to you and I was like, I think I'm going to play a nun. And I want to think your response was very shortly, okay. Yeah, I appreciate you letting me roll with this kind of crazy idea and character and her origin, which we haven't really learned a lot about. So,
yeah. No, it is. Perhaps we shall find out more.
Thank you.
So, now, Lauren, I thank you so much. Lauren.
Jim, shut up.
Okay.
Stop it. Cover your face or something. You're gonna cry. Yeah, this is a blast. I haven't loved a system this much in a long time, and Jim really brought across the richness of the world and got me super invested and worked with me to build this character who I love. And yeah, it was just a blast. I don't want it to be over. I'm Lauren. I'm that salty ginger over on Twitter. You can find me here on Monday afternoons and evenings, and then over on Salty Sweet Games with my best friend Kiana over the weekends in the morning, because I'm a morning person now. It's so fun.
Lauren, I am constantly in awe of Valentine's exploits. And it's every time I'd present a challenge to Val, I would wonder briefly to myself, will this be the one that she won't immediately knock over? The answer is almost always no. I think it's always been no, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Thank you so much for giving me so much delicious character drama to work with. I love Val. Lauren, you are nothing short of brilliant. Thank you.
Shut up. I love you too.
Okay. And before I hand things back to Greg, I would just want to say a few little things.
Beloved Western fixture. Did we go to Steve?
Did we not? Did we go to Steve?
Beloved Western fixture.
We have to talk to our
Let's do our beloved. My God, I skipped. I was careful not to skip Lauren this time. I almost skipped Steve. Steve, how's it going?
Hi, I'm Steve. Listen, I just can tell you, I love this. I'm really torn because there's just so much left that I know that tonight showed me the masterful role playing of a lot of people. How they went there and they went this and they went that, and I always call myself the go along role player. You know, I go along with this and that, and you know, I'm the slider. You know, I do what I do. But tonight, these people, you, Jim, everybody was amazing. I loved it. You know, I'm a little emotional because I really enjoyed this RP. I love Westerns. I love all of it. So you guys are great. Legion, Tales from the Grim, you guys were fantastic. I want everybody to know that everybody was just fantastic. Love this system. I love this. I love the Deadlands system.
Yes.
I love, you know, I've looked at the Weird West. I love, or the World War II one. That's amazing too. I looked at that. I love that. You guys were fantastic. Hopefully we can play again. We can do like a movie long thing like we talked about earlier. And I don't want to relinquish Elijah because I love him so much. And I love it because he's very close to me and how I roll through life. I do.
What? No. No way.
Yeah. He's like me. I roll through life as he does. And you guys are just fantastic. And I want to say that, you know, Lauren and Greg, I play with these two all the time. I love them. But I got to meet a lot of great people. Pope, your knowledge blows me away. When you picked out that book and you went with that seance, I was like, my jaw dropped, literally. Dot, you are just continually, everything you guys do, Jim, Katie, you were all fantastic. I mean, I was literally the backseat. I was like, well, I'll go and shoot a dog here, I guess, because the shit's already done. I said it's toast. You know, I just what you know you do what G'd you do the chef's kiss. That's what I leave with. Thank you and goodbye.
Steve, I love the dedication you have to Elijah and the amount of detail you put into him. He's an excellent character. I enjoy seeing how consistently you play him, and every time we get another layer, and it's brilliant. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, like a little onion.
Yeah,
our little Wild West onion.
That's great. I love that. Thank you so much. So, I don't think I've skipped anyone else. Before I hand things off to Greg, I just have to tell you, Willie was awesome from the jump and only managed to get more awesome. At every turn, Willie entertains the hell out of me, and I love the passion that you bring to his every waking moment. He's a character with an excellent story, and you bring that story to life masterfully. Thanks. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And thank you all so much for giving me the opportunity to hang out in the Weird West with you. I have much love for all you folks, and running this game has been an absolute joy. Deadlands is one of my favorite things on the planet. It's been a part of my life for over 20 years, and I couldn't be happier to bring it to the Legion. Thank you, Legion, for watching and supporting this show. You gave me Stone to play with. That's always a delight. To everyone watching live on the VOD or on YouTube, thanks so much for letting us share this tale with you. Adios.
As I'm not gonna say much. My name's Greg, Grimjack21502 on the Twitter. I've absolutely loved this game. Jim, to all my fellow players, Jim's already said it better than I could possibly put it together, but you all are excellent. Your passion for the characters that you have portrayed in this season, you can't fake it. It's been absolutely great. And I always default to this whenever I play with anybody. You're all so kind. You're all so nice. You're all such genuine folks that it's an absolute pleasure to be around. I mean, kindness. It'll beat everything. But Jim, when you say you've been around this for 20 years, my friend, it shows. It shows that you have a passion for the world in which you've created, lived in, studied for these 2 odd decades. The story was fantastic. You gave us everything because you knew that you had a bunch of Weird West noobs in this group, myself included. And you decided to give us some of the richest, I can only imagine it, I'm sure there's more, but you gave us such a great cross-section of all of the things that make this West weird. And I couldn't have enjoyed it more. Barbed wire people, steampunk garbage men. I mean, it was just absolutely something that had been plucked from my childhood mind and thrown into an RPG. I'm not going to promote anything else on this channel. Just go ahead and follow all of these lovely people. Follow all of their exploits across this community and the tales that they spin and tell. And I will say this, Jim, if you will allow me before we go away. I'm going to say this now. The campfire goes down. There's only one thing left to say. You can't always roll nat 20s, but you can always role play. But that's not the end right now. The end is this, as Willie shoots the last pumpkin off the top of the crates. He spins his gun and puts it in his holster, and he looks over and he sees a bill, a wanted sign. Strange, though. He goes over and he pulls it off the wall. Willie's not the best reader. He puts his heart into this one. He holds it up to the dying light, and it says, Season 2, Wanted, Dead or alive. What the fuck does that mean? We'll see you, Legion.